Hello, Kidder families. This is Kelly Kinderis coming to you again with our last video for Kidder with little tidbits for helping with mental health um, and coping skills and things like that for kids. So today we are talking about coping skills, just to give you lots of ideas and strategies to try and use as you guys go into the summer, because we know that just because it's summertime, it doesn't mean that stresses won't happen or things will come up or that we'll feel overwhelmed with big emotions or big feelings. So we're going to give you lots of ideas for things to try with you, with families, with kids, with grown-ups, things to help you at home. So we're going to go through this together and we're going to give you lots of ideas. So hopefully at the end, you'll have lots of things in your toolbox to use. So first of all, what is a coping skill? A coping skill is a big word for just saying something that helps us to calm down when we're having big feelings. And our big feelings can include feeling nervous, feeling scared, angry, excited, or sad. So a big feeling can pretty much be any feeling that is feeling a little too much, starting to feel overwhelming. Okay. And then now we're going to talk about how we use a coping skill. So our first step in using coping skills is to stop and identify that we're having a big feeling. So we have to be able to recognize in ourselves that our feelings are starting to feel out of control or getting a little too much or overwhelming. And then we want to try to name that feeling that we're having. So are we feeling nervous, or are we feeling lonely, disappointed, sad? What is that feeling that we're having? And then next, we're going to choose a coping skill to try or use. And you can choose one, you can choose five, however many it takes. So the next that next step is we're going to choose something to try, and then you're going to do it. And then after that, you want to evaluate to see how you feel afterwards. Do you feel better? Do you feel the same? Coping skills are not a one size fits all by any means. So there are some that work for some people, may not work for others, and vice versa. So it's important to try lots of things and learn lots of things so that you can find out what works for you or your kids. So this is some examples of coping skills. This is a worksheet. It says coping skills wheel. You can get this worksheet off of this PowerPoint that is going to be attached with the video. So you can take it, you can print it out, you can reference it. This is just an idea of lots of different coping skills to try. On here, there's listening to music, taking 5 deep breaths, taking a break and stop, talking to an adult, counting slowly, exercising, getting out and moving, coloring or drawing, getting a drink or a snack, or reading a book. So some just basic things to try to help us calm down and feel better. And we're going to go through some other things to help as well. So a big part of calming down is breathing. So there's lots of different fun ways to take a breath. This example right here is called Starr Breathing, where you breathe in and you hold your breath and then you breathe out. Something I like to do that is really similar to this is to use my hand like this, and then you can breathe in, trace up your finger, and breathe out, going down, in, and out. And that's kind of the same idea as the star breath. So you can use your hand too to help you take those breaths. Here are some fun yoga poses that you can try for different things. The first one that says I am strong, that's a warrior pose. The second one that says I am kind, that's a tree pose. So these are different poses that you can do for your body. And these poses, yoga poses, are meant to move your body in ways that help our feelings. So these poses are meant to move energy in our body in different ways that can help us with big feelings. So these are some fun poses that you can try. You can also look up lots of different ones that are available on lots of different sources online. This next worksheet, this is one of my favorites. If you like to get creative or do lots of coloring and things like that, this is a worksheet that you can do to kind of list out your coping skills and what helps you. So there's a box that you can draw in what makes me smile and laugh. You can draw in who are the people who support you, what are good ways that can get you moving. So are you a person who likes to get up and dance, or are you a person who wants to get out and play sports in order to move? There's a list for you to list out your 3 favorite coping skills, and just fun things to put in this that you can kind of reference when you are feeling overwhelmed or feeling upset. This next one is also one of my favorites. This is our A to Z list of different coping skills to try. So you can close your eyes and let your finger land on a letter and find one to try, one for every letter of the alphabet. So lots of things to try. And this worksheet right here is just kind of breaks down our coping skills into different categories. Some are for promoting self-love, some are for challenging thoughts, some are for grounding ourselves or distracting ourselves. And it kind of lists out what they are, and it lists out what are some helpful things about these strategies and what are some limitations or restrictions to these strategies too. So just another fun thing for you to look at. Again, you can find all of these in the PowerPoint, and you can print these out yourselves or save them to reference them later. So these are all the coping strategies and ideas that we just wanted to give you guys to try. We hope that that's a lot for you to go through and try, and that you can find what works good for you. Again, what works for your friend or your neighbor may not work for you. So it's important to try different things and get in touch with what helps you calm down and what helps you feel better when your feelings are getting big and overwhelming. So that is the end of our video series. We hope you guys enjoyed them, and we wish you a very happy and safe summer, and we will see you guys at school next year in the fall. Take good care.